This is the RKTV Sport News. Catch all form.
Welcome to Roland K Sport News channel with me, your presenter Ishmael Bobson Conte. Don't forget to like, share, and comment on our YouTube channel, Roland K TV. Also visit our website on www.rolandknews.com. In today's program, we'll be looking at the activities of the Champions League, how it has been going. First, we'll be looking at the Paris Saint-Germain and Real Madrid. We'll be looking at it briefly, and also we'll be looking at the Man City and the Sporting Lisbon, the performance of the Man City, and also we will be throw light on the penalty misses by Lionel Messi, and also talk about the goal scored by Mbappe. And we'll be also looking at the Inter, Liverpool, the Chelsea, Lille, and other matches. And also to go into the in-depth of the discussion, I have with me two prolific sports analysts. They will be giving their thoughts, their ideas into the discourse.
Good morning, soccer-loving fans, sport-loving fans, having us again today in the studio. I am John A. Masakoi from the University of Makeni, a senior sport analyst. Welcome.
Good morning, viewers. I am Abubakar Sise from the University of Makeni. Thank you.
Okay, these are my prolific sports analysts. They will be taking you through. But as I said earlier, we are going to look at the new rules which have been scrapped. That is the away goal rule, which UEFA decided to get rid of away goal rules this season over fears. It becomes unfair to certain teams. On certain teams, look at it that it is really unfair, and it is also claiming that it had become controversial for the original purpose, because the purpose of football is to score goals, and if you decide to look at the goals and you said they are not important, so I think there are different thoughts that have been coming into the limelight and different discussions. Let me start with you. What are your thoughts, especially when UEFA decide to scrap the away goal rules?
I think for any step that is being taken by the association, it means a lot. They have seen something that have been disturbing the teams that have been partaking in the Champions League, which makes them, I think, to review this particular law, to take it off from the rules that are embedded in the constitution of the Champions League. Now, to start with, we can say you have teams that have been playing, that have been giving their best in both matches, but when it comes to the away goal that has been considered as a key or major rule, we sometimes see these teams moving out of the Champions League without having any consideration. But I think these teams, we can see that they have been given all what it takes at least to make it up to the next stage. For example, now we are having the round of 16. There is a controversial state now. You have teams that have been having maybe, let's just say 1-1 in their starting. That was the first match. But when it comes to a consideration in their away goal, sometimes we see them knocking themselves out, because we don't expect what they have given in the first match to repeat themselves in the second match. So at the end of the day, they sometimes make their way out narrowly, even if it happens that they perform in their last match. So like for me, as a sports analyst, I have not got too much into that, but I'm sure I'm not in support. It is not favorable for the coaches, because you can see presently Atletico Madrid, their coach is not in favor, because it takes him a lot to prepare his team. At the end of the day, we see them going out. So like I would say, it's not favorable. As we are proceeding in the discussion, you have more of me in that particular area. Yeah, thank you.
Let me bring in Abubakar. According to John, he said for him it is not favorable because the decision has been disadvantaged other teams. And for you personally, what have been your thoughts, especially scrapping the away goals rules by UEFA?
For me, I'm in favor of it, because seeing the big team playing against the other dogs, for instance, Bayern are 1-1 in this tie. In this case here, they go for the next match and it ends up 0-0. Bayern are out of the competition. Seeing the other dogs progressing to the Champions League, like facing another big giant in the Champions League. It's not as much as the underdog can perform, but for me, Bayern has this chance of progressing and has tendency of bringing fans, creating money for UEFA, not only from themselves. So for me, I'm in favor of this goal, sir.
Abubakar, you said you are not in favor of that particular decision because it disadvantages other teams, especially when you take a look at the Bayern Munich and the underdogs. But then again, other sports analysts are thinking that it disadvantages other big teams. But then again, when you look at the other side of the coin again, you may find out that some teams, they decide to score more goals away, and when they are back to their home, they relax. But let's wait and see. It is going to be another discussion for another time. We proceed with the discussion. Let's look at the match between the Paris Saint-Germain and the Real Madrid. John, what is your thoughts? And we all witnessed that day a penalty was missed by Lionel Messi, and a terrific shot that gives the Paris Saint-Germain a goal, a 3-point win over Real Madrid. And now, as it stands, the Paris Saint-Germain stand with 3 points.
It's obvious that, chief presenter, when you have two coins of the same, and sometimes when you have two bigger powers, the one power end up bowing. I'm now taking a look at Paris Saint-Germain and that of Real Madrid. They are two big teams. Now let's first of all concentrate on the statistics of the two teams. Now, presently, for me, and watching up statistics, the Paris Saint-Germain are having what we call the most powerful team in the entire world. Because if you take big players, having combination of Lionel Messi, who we all know he's somebody that we call the man behind the ball. He knows all how to interpret the 17 rules within the pitch himself, though he's not a central man. Having the likes of Kylian Mbappe, having Neymar, having Verratti, all these are big names. They are not only big names, but they can interpret these laws, especially the law 10 when it comes to football. That is the method of scoring. Also, if you take a look at the side of Real Madrid, you have big names. You have the likes of Benzema, you have Asensio, you have Modric, all these players, Casemiro. I think it's a 50-50 game. But on this particular game, I'm sure the side of Paris Saint-Germain took up the whole responsibility. They took up the mantle of responsibility in diminishing the side of Real Madrid, and we saw nothing coming from the side of Real Madrid. I don't know. Also, if we have comparative analysis on certain players, I can say the first 45 minutes was centered between Kylian Mbappe and that of Messi on the side of Paris Saint-Germain. Coming to the side of Real Madrid, it was Benzema, Modric, and Kroos was also there trying to mastermind the midfield. But I'm sure Paris Saint-Germain took it over the side of Real Madrid. Madrid didn't do anything in the first 45 minutes, so we saw much of Paris Saint-Germain. Messi having a penalty, we know he's a man that is capable of interpreting law 10 with no fear when he stands before the goal. But unfortunately, we cannot predict. We might not predict what will happen when a penalty is being given. At the end of the day, he missed that penalty. Courtois ended up saving it. But as it stands, the side of Paris Saint-Germain didn't only, I think, push up. They didn't give up. Messi himself didn't give up. He saw the penalty that I missed, that it's a chance for me to put up more pressure. So he was there running behind these guys to tell them that, no, I've missed the penalty, I need to make it. Kylian Mbappe was there running helter-skelter, trying to make it up in the pitch, but it didn't happen. By the end of the day, because of their effort that they gave up, he himself gave up personal effort and contribution. We ended up seeing Mbappe recording the only goal, vaginating the only net in that particular game that day, and it ended up 1, Paris having the 3 points, and Madrid were there, I think, twinkling for an equalizer, but it was not possible because the game cold. It was something like cold for them. It was shocky. The goal came at the end of the 90 minutes, so it was something like, wow, we have lost this game, let's prepare for the next match. I think here comes we are going to see the away rule goal. It will not be favorable, but as it stands, there was a great performance coming from the side of Paris Saint-Germain. So it's a great, but we are expecting much from the next match because Madrid will be prepared to face Paris Saint-Germain, whilst Paris Saint-Germain will be ready to proceed to the next stage to register more goals or to maintain themselves. Thank you.
8 goals, no assist. That Lionel Messi, and we all witness a missed penalty by him against Real Madrid. Yeah, is this the Lionel Messi that we used to know?
This is not the Lionel Messi we used to know. Firstly, let's take a look at the French media. They are criticizing him way too much. They said he's not performing up to expectation, he's not living up to expectation. And for me, he just went to the League One. They need to give him some time for him to adapt to the league, because we all know what Messi capable of. Missing the penalty against Real Madrid, and I think this is not the first time he has done it. He has done it for Argentina, Barcelona in a crucial game. For instance, let's take the game against Argentina and Chile when he missed this penalty for them. It was cup tie and Messi missed that penalty for them. He did exceptionally in the game, but when it comes to the penalty, he missed. So for me, Messi is not playing his best this moment, but let's give him some time for him to adapt to the PSG team. And PSG did not give him 100% playing field. They have Kylian Mbappe, they have Neymar. They want these players to shine, and mind you, Neymar is just a coming up player. He needs to explore his full potential in the game. So for now, you can see their stylish man is Mbappe, not even Neymar, because Neymar is 28 years old, going to his 30s. And secondly, they want to keep Kylian Mbappe. He will be running out of contract this season, and they want to keep him from themselves. And mind you, Real Madrid is running after him for them. So what Pochettino do in this game, he said, okay, you know what, let me throw in Mbappe as my stylish man, keep Lionel Messi at the back, playing as the defensive man, whilst Mbappe is up there destroying the defense. And for me, we all saw what Carvajal did. Carvajal did not play with the game well. He played below expectation. Real Madrid went into this encounter with a defensive mindset. You saw what they did. The first 10 minutes, they were sitting back, whilst PSG having the ball, pressing up their high, Mbappe doing the massive destruction. Second half, when they came into the game, they intend to open the game. When they intend to open the game, you saw them playing their best. Benzema with the ball, whilst Vinicius is out there doing the running. But going to the 60th minutes, the 60 minutes rather, they did not have this much to say. They intend to come in back, sit behind, give PSG the ball whilst they do the sitting. For me, Messi is not living up to expectation, so they need to give him time for him to unlock his full potential in the PSG team.
Yes, according to Abubakar, he said they need to still give Messi some time. We proceed with the discussion. Now we are going to look at the Man City and the Sporting Lisbon. You will see Man City are almost to the other half of the Champions League, but then again, just because of the away goal rules, I think maybe it is going to affect, because when you look at Sporting Lisbon, they are good in scoring goals. But let me bring in John. We all saw a massive defeat by Man City against Sporting Lisbon. You may want to see Man City are almost to the other half of the Champions League. What are your thoughts?
Actually, I want to start by acknowledging first of all the effort of Manchester City as a Premier League team, or as a team partaking in the Premier League. Actually, the side of Sporting, they have showed us that it's better for certain teams not to register themselves into the Champions League, because it's obvious you having yourself being beaten by an opponent like that, it seems like you are not prepared for the league itself. And it's rather unfortunate that some of these teams we are seeing that are being destroyed by these Premier League teams, when you check into their own tournament, they are doing well. If you check maybe the first 3, they are in there, but when it comes to a Champions League, it seems like they are just coming to rigmarole around other teams, which is very, very bad. Yeah, as a sport analyst, we ensure to watch matches that are productive. But in the case of Manchester City and that of Sporting, we just saw out of the 100%, we saw 99% being given or registered by Manchester City and that of 1% given to Sporting, which is not actually giving us a positive feedback, because we are watching to enjoy, and you, the fans who we are analyzing for, are also watching at least to get a good side. So like Man City beating up Sporting 5, I think, Chief Presenter, it's a clear manifestation that they have made it to the quarterfinals of this particular competition. I say it as a sport analyst, I go straight. There is no regret. I will not regret it in saying it, because having a 5, comparing the type of team the cities are playing against, it's a clear manifestation that they will make it up, and we are foreseeing them coming up. Because if we take a look at their statistics, their records in the English Premier League, it's very, very tough. For now, as it stands, they are on top of situation. They have just knocked up the likes of Chelsea, Liverpool, Manchester United. The Arsenals are all down. Manchester City recording something like 76 or 79 points up. I think it's a clear manifestation that they are ready for the Premier League, and also they are ready for the Champions League. It doesn't only stop them from, I think, excelling in the Premier League. They also plan to excel in Champions League, and that is what they have demonstrated in their first match against Sporting, that, oh, you guys are not matured for this particular competition. You should go and prepare well. You come for the next time. Tell those that are preparing for the quarterfinals, the likes of Chelsea, the likes of PSG, that I'm foreseeing that they will make it, that we are coming. They are beating against Sporting, shows like it's a signal that we are coming. Guys, Paris, Madrid, Chelsea, Manchester United, Atletico, prepared. We are powered, we are bombed to come and bomb you for the next stage. Thank you.
They are not prepared. They should move away from the Champions League. That's the words from the man called John. To you, Abubakar, are we going to see an all-English UEFA Champions League final? Because looking at the speed of the Man City, and look at what Chelsea did yesterday, what do we expect moving forward into the UEFA Champions League?
For me, we are not expecting an all-English final, because if you watch the game between PSG and Madrid, PSG are well determined for this tournament, are well prepared for it. Mind you, they have Messi, they have Mbappe, they have Neymar, Verratti. These players, all they have won Champions League. They have never won it before. They want to prove it to the world that they can win it. So for me, City and Chelsea, they are just moving their way forward to this tournament. But for me, I'm saying that PSG and City will be this final.
You may want to say PSG have been waiting for long for this opportunity. So we expect Messi to break the deadlocks. Is that not so?
Yes, we expect Messi to break the deadlock. Not even Messi, Mbappe, Neymar. Mind you, when they bought Neymar, they bought him purposely for the Champions League. He was where I'm here to win the Champions League. This is my plan. And they went to the final the previous season, they did not win it.
But is that really unfortunate for Neymar?
Yes, because injuries have hit him a lot. But now let's take a look. Now they have Messi in their team. They have Ronaldo. They have Idrissa Ganagi. These players know very well what they are capable of.
But I think this is the same squad that we are knocked out doing the final of the Champions League. I think the only player is not part of that squad is Lionel Messi. And now we all just saw what is happening with Messi. 8 games, no assists, no goals.
Now, Lionel Messi is not the only player in this squad. They have Idrissa Ganagi.
No, but
they have
Lionel
Messi is a stylish man, I know that.
It's the only newcomer you may call in the squad. The Ghana, the Verratti, the Neymar, the Mbappe, they are all parts of the squad.
Okay, let me take it back to the game between PSG and Bayern Munich, that final.
Yeah.
You saw them, they were unlucky with goals. They created a lot of chances. Mbappe tried his luck, Neymar tried his luck, Di Maria tried his luck. And what happened at the end of the day? Koeman came in and punched him the only goal, which Keylor Navas was the goalkeeper back then. Now you can see, whenever they have a great or bigger Champions League match, they intend to call in Donnarumma, which is why they call him in. Now Donnarumma come and occupy this goal line for us. We know you can do very well with the height, the body, and the services it does regularly. So for me, I think this time is their time. I think they can win it.
We proceed with the discussion. Now we are going to look at the Chelsea and the Lille match that played yesterday, where we saw a humiliation from the side of Lille. Let me go to you, John. We all witnessed a fine moment for the Chelsea, and I think as it stands, it seems as if they are going to proceed to the next leg of the Champions League.
Briefly, Chief Presenter. Now let's take up the two sides. Lille and that of Chelsea. Chelsea have secured 2 goals against Lille, and to expectation, Lille tried yesterday. They played, they give up their best, but I think Chelsea took up 80% of the match, and the end of the day we saw Kai Havertz and that of Christian Pulisic moving Chelsea, raising their banner. I lifted them up to heaven yesterday, and the peak they are in presently also, though they have drained down a bit in the English Premier League, but they are still up. They are having the zest, the enthusiasm to come up, and they are coming strong. So I'm sure they too already, it's a matter of must for them that they should make it to the next stage. And according to the game statistics yesterday, according to the winning we saw from them, it was 2-0 against Lille. It has given us hope that Chelsea has made it to the next stage, which is quarter-final stage.
Let's look at this very quickly. The big one yesterday, that Juventus and Villarreal. Abubakar, take us through the statistics between Villarreal and Juventus.
Indeed, a big one and a surprising match yesterday between Villarreal and Juventus. Yesterday we saw them. Juventus was not at their best. Villarreal was dominating the game with a 60% of ball possession and a 3 shot on target. The both team registered 4-4 shots, but Villarreal ended up having 3 shots on target. For me, Villarreal are proving themselves because last season they won the Europa League, and this year they upset Chelsea in the cup. But for me, Juventus are not with their star player, which is Dybala. Dybala is absent for this match. It affects them greatly, and also we have seen Juventus are lacking of goal scoring in terms of punching goals. That's why they bring in Duvan Vlahovic, and he proved it yesterday. He registered the only goal for them. But for me, Villarreal are indeed proving themselves to be the underdogs, but not the underdogs as we say.
Okay, we continue the program. Now we are going to look at the big one, the big man today, that Manchester United taking on Atletico Madrid. I think it is going to be a do-or-die battle between the two giants, the giants from the Spanish side and the giants from the English Premier League. It is going to be a match that Manchester will not love to lose. Also Atletico Madrid will not love to lose. But before we go to the end of the show, let me bring in my sports analysts for their prediction. You know, I think they have different thoughts. Yeah, let me bring in first John. What is going to be your prediction towards this match today?
I'm quickly taking, if I'm to give my predictions, I'll not repeat what I've said. I only believe in my guys as a fan of the great Manchester United. But to be frank enough, I'm expecting a 1-1 draw in this particular match, but a goal to be scored by the GOAT, the powerful Cristiano Ronaldo. So I say goodbye. Football is life. Continue staying tuned with RKTV and enjoy our sports edition every Wednesday. Thank you. I am John Alex Ensa Masakoy.
That's the sweet voice of John Alex Masakoy. A very good prediction. A goal at peace, but he continues saying that this goal is going to be scored by Cristiano Ronaldo. Let me bring in Abubakar. What is going to be your prediction?
My prediction for this one would be 3-2 in favor for Atletico Madrid, because Ronaldo will have 2 goals to score, that's for sure. He has a record against Atletico Madrid, but Atletico Madrid will be the giants of the day. 3-2 in favor of Atletico Madrid. Thank you. I am Abubakar Sise.
Right, that's Abubakar Sisse giving his own prediction that the match is going to be 3-2. 2 goals is going to score by Cristiano Ronaldo. So I think when you combine the two sports analysts, I think Ronaldo is going to score 3 goals according to their prediction. Alright, until we meet again same time, but please don't forget to like, share and comment on the RKTV, and also visit our website on www.rolandknews.com. Until we meet again, have been your presenter Ishmael Bobson Conte.
This is the RKTV Sport News. Catch all form.